Jonathan Villa. I live in Saratoga Springs, New York. I'm a seventh grade U.S. history teacher. Basically, we cover the explorers until the Civil War. And I also coach girls soccer and modified baseball. And right now in the winter, I'm coaching two indoor soccer teams. Actually, just got back from that. So definitely think biggest influence in my life is my father. He was a coach soccer, basketball, softball, track, a bunch of things for about 20 years. He wasn't a teacher, but he was a coach. Kids loved him. He was actually my coach too. So I think that's why I became a teacher, why I became a coach, saw the relationships that he was able to build, and I wanted to do the same. He coached soccer, taught me pretty much everything I know. So that's, I kind of took his advice on how I coach my teams. Like to think of myself as a pretty good coach. I can always get better, but my soccer teams have some success, and we have some success at the varsity level. But I definitely think part of that is because of the personality test that I'm an extrovert, and I think you have to be an extrovert. If you're an introvert as a coach, it's just not going to work. If you can't talk to kids, if you don't know how to communicate with them, if you're just not open and outgoing and energetic, and you're kind of just shy, you're not going to be a great coach. You look at Gino Oriema, Coach K, Rick Pitino, Roy Williams, all these guys that are great coaches. They have big personalities. And I definitely think you have to have that. I definitely disagreed with the fact that my agreeableness, though. I take advice and opinions from my players and students all the time, and I'm willing and open to do that. And I think that gives them a little bit more ownership of what's going on. So, and being, my creativeness or my, having an imagination, I definitely disagreed with too, because I do things in class that are different every single day, every single block. We're on block schedules. I do everything different every block to, get the material across. So I thought that was a little wrong. And the two leadership models that I use, definitely use the democratic model and the situational leadership model. First of all, with the situational leadership model, that's definitely me. I'm very flexible. I'm willing to talk to my assistant coaches and things like that, but very open to doing new things and learning new skills, and allowing my kids the freedom to learn those skills as well. So definitely being flexible. I said, like, people like Pat Summitt and John Wooden, two of the best basketball coaches ever, adhere to that theory, and that's definitely what I want. And the democratic model, just giving ownership to the kids and taking their opinion, listening to them, talking to the captains, talking to the assistant coaches, and coming up with a game plan or a lesson plan. One thing I do in class is I allow my kids to have two options to do something, and they get to vote on what they want to do. So, gives them a little more ownership in the class. So those are the two leadership theories that I adhere to, and have a good class, y'all.